So I just finished this. I'm just gonna start with the negatives because that's just where I feel like starting. Complaint number one: the world was very beautifully developed, besides any lack of descriptions associated with like specifically the metal slinger people and the white light wielder. Sorry, like that could have been a little bit more developed. If you know, you know. Outside of like basic references, like you know what, like it should be obvious what the metal slingers and light wielders are outside of like what the FMC, outside of what, like outside of both the references and what poor Bryn had to put up with basic emotions essentially. Again, if you know, you know. It also didn't help that Anchor, the male main character, essentially was being an ass. Yes, I may have not expected everything that had happened at the end of the book, which is absolutely fair. But sometimes when he wants to be helpful and essentially like wants to essentially make Bryn's life significantly easier and be like, what can I do in the most snobby, spoiled, way humanly possible, that could have been cut down by like half. If you know, you know. That's just, these are the biggest complaints that I've noticed. If that's, like, apologies for how spoilery that sounded. I should have mentioned that at the beginning of the video. Anyway. Those are the biggest things that I've noticed that I needed to just bitch about a little bit. Otherwise, it was a very addicting audiobook, and I do recommend it. I gave it a solid 4, besides the complaints that I mentioned earlier. And I was not expecting Bryn, because that's just what I'm going to call her at this point, along with Kai and Messenger and Bo, I'm pretty sure it's Bo, who's the younger sister of Anchor, to be a part of the rebellion, essentially. Which, again, if you know, you know. That was smart. That was actually relatively smart. I know I keep saying if you know, you know, but if you haven't read it, you're not going to know any of the bull crap that I'm spewing. But if you've read the book, you know. So, especially if you've enjoyed the book. Can you tell that I just completed the damn book? Is it so odd? Is it obvious that I just completed the book and I'm still trying to process this review? This is probably the most coherent, maybe not, review that I have about the book. And I started the review when I started typing my review on Goodreads, based on, like, when I was near the end of it, and I was pretty much just start off with negatives, as I did here, and damn, Schneider, you're smart. And this is probably the least edited review that I have as well. Jesus. Good God, okay. Anyway. I hope you enjoyed this rant-filled... I hope you enjoyed this. I'm clearly keeping this book.